topic of going back. Some of what goes back is how we treat mental illness in this country. So what are your thoughts about how that has changed over the last couple of decades, and what would you like to see after going forward?
So much, there's a lot of stressors for mental illness. One of the things, and this is going to sound kind of backwards, and I'm not going to say that all mental illness is caused by pay, but when people are paid a living wage, when wages go up to $15 an hour, suicide rates drop. When people have access to be able to take care of themselves, to work jobs, even if they're not fulfilling jobs, but they can just make ends meet. When one job can cover everything, a lot of those mental strains are reduced. That's one part of it. The other part of it is having accessible health care. And at this point, I'm advocating for a public option because we really need to have an option for folks that doesn't have profit in charge, right? We need the government to work on a program that would get healthcare. It's affordable for everybody in this country, and if everybody likes it, it'd be great if they were to migrate over to it. But I say this as a cautionary thing because I'm also the daughter of two people who get their healthcare from the VA, and we have people again who seek profit who are in charge of VA funding. And they've been trying to defund the VA until it breaks, right? And so the quality of care, the wait time, especially for mental health treatment, is ridiculous. If you were to Google it, there are more than one instance of soldiers taking their own lives in the parking lots of our VA hospitals because they can't get timely care. And we need to make sure that, again, when we get that campaign finance reform and we get those terrible people out of the healthcare industry, out of the gun industry, and get them out of our politics, then we'll be able to take care of our mental health epidemic in a real way. I think I have time for one more question.
I think that most of us recognize how important it is to get out the Hispanic vote and the young vote. And but just speaking myself, because I'm probably the only old white person in this room.
Well, I don't know. I'm sorry, he's the only one.
And I really don't know that the Hispanics or the young people are going to much. Listen to me. How can I best contribute to the movement to get Hispanics and young people out?
Support Hispanics and young people. One of the things is supporting a candidate that might appeal to them. That's a great start, right? And I don't just, again, have very specific appeal. I know that Christina talked about building broad-based coalitions, and you're going to be a crucial part of that coalition. So being accepting of folks as they come into that coalition of folks. I have, and again, the most endorsements in this race by a lot. And that's not because I was particularly charismatic or I was born cute. I got these endorsements because I worked alongside a lot of folks. I knocked on doors. I didn't just knock on doors for myself, I knocked on doors for other candidates. I worked to change the infrastructure of my area, and I'm trying to change the infrastructure of Texas's 24th district. So precinct chairs, sitting elected officials like Fort Worth ISD President Cinto Ramos, Quentin Phillips have endorsed me. On the Dallas side, Mayor Pro Tem Adam Medrano, Omar Narvaez, I'm like tripping on it, sorry. Veronica Escobar, Congresswoman Deb Haaland as well, and major organizations like the Congressional Hispanic Caucus, the Congressional Progressive Caucus, Emily's List, Vote Mama. These are huge organizations that don't just dabble in races. They're going in here because they know that, one, I'm the only shot at winning. I'm just going to say that straight away. But two, they're getting involved here because if we flip those 6 of the 9 seats that are embedded in this district, then we changed the face of electoral politics for decades. And so I'm working really hard, not just for myself, but to flip everything down the ballot and up the ballot, and we need to get those specific populations out to vote.